So magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat. NCDA, thank you so much sa pagkakataong ito. So for this afternoon, we are going to be talking about Business Survival Guide for ADHD Entrepreneurs. So para po ito sa mga persons with ADHD, pwede pong meron na po kayong mga existing business. Mag-work din po ito kung kayo ay isang aspiring entrepreneur. So ano po ba ang magiging content ng presentation? Well, first and foremost, mapakilala lang po ako. My name is Amrei and I am an entrepreneur. Sabi nga po kanina ni Ms. Gian, 18 years na po ang aming negosyo, Vital Strats Creative Solutions. Hindi po ako yung 18 years old. I wish ako po yung 18 years old. Yan, ako po ang founder and managing partner ng isang creative agency, Vital Strats Creative Solutions. And it was also mentioned kanina na I am a member of several organizations. So very active po ako sa industry, and right now, isa po sa mga focus ko ang the ADHD Society of the Philippines bilang board of trustee ng organization. So pakilala ko lang po muna ang aking company, yung aking 18-year-old business. So we are Vital Strats Creative Solutions. Isa po kaming marketing and creative agency. So our main tool is strategic creativity. And so what do we do for our clients? We help them communicate their value to their clients through campaigns that engage the audience. So they give us their problem about wanting to have awareness, wanting to have consideration, or wanting to have more sales for their products or exposure or whatever they want to communicate, and we help them through our campaigns. We also have video production solutions. So nag-start po ako as a video editor, and ako po yung unang video editor ng company. Yan. Isa po sa main services namin in-house ang pag-create ng mga videos. So there are 2D videos, 3D videos, videos with live shoot, anything that would solve the client's objectives through videos. So we also have strategic design solutions. So aside from creating campaigns and videos, we also do marketing collaterals, we do branding, refresh, and meron din po kaming corporate event solutions na ngayon po ay naging digital na. So virtual events solutions na po ito. So aside from these services that I showed, we are still continuously evolving and growing. Yan. All guided by strategic creativity. Yan. So yan po yung aming company, Vital Strats Creative Solutions. So aside from being an entrepreneur for 18 years, I represent the organization as ADHD Society of the Philippines as someone who is ADHD combined diagnosed. So combined meaning I am both hyperactive and inattentive. Yeah. So I consider my ADHD as my entrepreneurial superpower. Actually, hindi po ako aware that I have this condition when I was young and when I was starting a business, because I have just been recently diagnosed. Wala pa pong 2 years. I was diagnosed during the pandemic. It was just last February 2021. And after I got diagnosed, everything just connected and everything fell into place. Nagkaroon ng mga answers yung marami kong mga questions about myself, about my childhood, about how different I am. And na-connect ko rin po ito kung paano ako nakapag-thrive bilang entrepreneur. So I consider my ADHD as my superpower. So yun po yung i-share ko din po sa inyo ngayong hapon na ito. But first and foremost, some reminders. So meron po tayong mga attendees sa Zoom. Meron din pong live sa NCDA. Hello po sa inyong lahat. At meron din po tayong attendees sa Facebook. Yan. So, since virtual tayo ngayon and it's quite hard to connect with everyone na merong barrier ng screen, no? I want to feel everybody's presence even through chat. Yan, kahit sa chat po. I would like to encourage everyone to be open. So mag-share lang po kayo kung merong anything na nakaka-relate kayo sa mga sinishare ko. Feel free to chat. Just stay curious. Maraming mga ADHD people dito na very curious. Mga lifelong learners. So just ask questions. Kung may masabi man ako na terms or anything that you find na hindi familiar sa inyo, so this is a safe space. So magtanong lang po. Just ask questions sa chat. And I will try my best to answer it as we go. Yan. So nandito rin po ako ngayon sa Facebook. Nandito rin po ako sa Zoom. Although sa Zoom, hindi ko nakikita masyado yung chat ninyo, no? Kasi naka-single monitor ako ngayon. Yan. Okay. So, commenting via chat is highly encouraged. And syempre, pag may nag-comment na fellow entrepreneurs, fellow persons with disability, fellow ADHD people, let's show support by reacting positively to our fellow attendees. Ayan. And syempre, a lot of people are looking for a community, for support, for learning. If you know anyone who might benefit from this talk, feel free to tag them. If you know anyone who is suspected of ADHD or anyone na would like to go into entrepreneurship, a parent who has an ADHD child, a friend, tag them in the comments. So we'd like to meet them. We'd like to have them here in this community. This is a safe space. All right, so some disclaimer. Isa pong disclaimer, no? The speaker, that's me, is not a medical professional and will not give out medical advice or diagnosis. So if you want to get assessment or treatment of ADHD for yourself or someone you know, please consult with a developmental pediatrician or psychiatrist. Ayan po. All right. And syempre, kailangan natin ng dopamine boost kasi marami tayong mga ADHD people in the house. So, courtesy of Vital Strats Creative Solutions, because we are celebrating our 18th year. Ngayon po, actually kakatapos lang po ng June. We celebrated our 18th year, so we're giving away 3 Grab food gift cards this afternoon. So we're getting 3 winners from Zoom or FB Live. I think mas maganda din sa FB Live nyo na lang ilagay. Mas kita ko dito ngayon. So you just need to answer, what is your biggest takeaway or learning from this webinar? So at the end of the webinar, after the webinar, we will be picking 3 answers from you. Kung ano yung biggest takeaway or learning ninyo sa webinar na ito. Alright, ready na ba kayo? So para ma-feel ko naman yung presence ninyo, can you type sa chat ready? Or can you type sa chat para mabilis, para shortcut? Kahit 1111 lang? Or just 1 para lang ma-feel ko yung presence ninyo. Yan. Kung gusto nyo ng marami pang energy, mag-type kayo ng maraming 1. Para magbatuhan tayo ng mga energy natin. Yan. Maraming salamat. Ayan, si Sir Ralph, si Miss Joanne, si Miss Gloria, si TJ, yung partner ko, nandito talagang lagi nagsusupport. Si, maraming mga nag-a-attend. Si Rich, Yam. Thank you for your support to the society and to NCDA. Okay, so business survival guide for ADHD entrepreneurs. So magkakaroon po ng 3 parts ang aking talk. The first part will be about ADHD and TREP traits. So I will be sharing to you my experience growing up. Ano ba yung mga traits ko na ADHD and how is it correlated to my entrepreneurial traits? And I'm sure marami po sa inyo na makaka-relate dito. So gusto ko sana, mamaya pag may mga kinuwento ako or may mga sinabi ako mga ADHD traits, please share your experiences sa chat. Okay po? Alright. Yan, ang daming mga pahabol sa 1111. Maraming salamat sa inyo. So second part would be the business survival guide. So given our ADHD traits na bagay na pang-entrepreneur, paano natin siya magagamit para mag-survive ang ating businesses? Yan. So basically, ituturo ko po sa inyo yung structure na kailangan yung malaman, yung basic building blocks ng isang negosyo. Kung wala pa kayong negosyo, magsisimula pa lang kayo, this is a good way to start. Kasi malalaman nyo na ba talaga yung foundations, ano ba yung importante, ano ba yung dapat kong i-consider kung ako ay magbe-business. Kung kayo naman po ay may existing na negosyo, yan, mas malalaman nyo kung paano nyo i-improve yung structure. You will know ano pa ba yung kulang, ano pa ba yung dapat kong simulan, ano ba yung dapat kong itigil ng gawin. And how can I leverage more on my strengths as an ADHD entrepreneur? Ano ba yung mga negative self-talk ko na pumipigil sa akin sa pag-thrive? And how can I counter that? Paano ko gagawing positive? Yan. So, mostly, magda-dive deep tayo into the business model. Ano po yung mga components? Kasi yun yung very, very basic na kailangan nating malaman in order to survive our businesses. Alright. And last but not least, ADHD Entrep hacks. So, syempre, sa araw-araw, kailangan meron tayong mga habits, kailangan meron tayong mga hacks, mga best practices para matulungan tayo sa pag-navigate ng ating businesses. Okay? Ayan, ready na. So, I will take you back more than 18 years. So, this is the 4 or 5-year-old me na totally unaware as a child that I have ADHD. So, mukha po bang may ADHD? So, ganyan po ako, makulit, pero minsan mahiyain. Yun nga po extremes. Minsan makulit, minsan mahiyain at di nagsasalita. A lot of times, medyo insecure din. Nahihiya ako sa tao because I have social anxiety when I was a child. So, sino yung mga nakaka-relate? Ilagay nyo na lang sa chat kung nakaka-relate. Sino sa inyo yung nawala na sa mall? Yan. So, as a child, na-experience ko na yung nawala ako sa mall, napatingin ako sa mga moving things, mga billboards, tapos pagtingin ko, wala na yung mama ko. So, sabi ng mama ko, at saka ng papa ko, pag nasa mall daw, hawak ako ng hawak doon sa mga damit, hawak ako ng hawak sa mga babasagin. Parang steaming daw pala yung tawag doon. Kailangan ng stimulation, kailangan mong ma-feel yung mga different stuff, no? So, nakabasag na rin ako sa mall. Pati sa grocery, kinuha ko yung cart, tapos sinakyan ko yung cart, tapos lumangga ako sa gondola. Kabasag na ako sa mall. Napatayo na rin ako sa class dahil maraming beses na nakasira ako ng visual aids ng teacher. Nagdala kami ng watusi. Nahuli ng mga sisters. Naiwan na rin ako several times ng school bus. And there was one time, nakita ko yung school bus, paalis na, tumakbo ako, umangkas ako sa school bus. Pero hindi tumigil yung school bus, so bumaba ako. Binaba ko yung paa ko, pero nakahawak pa rin pala ako dun sa handle ng school bus. Tapos nakaladkad ako, nagkasugat ako sa tuhod. So tingin ko, oh my God, dumudugo na yung tuhod ko. Tumakbo ako sa clinic. Ako, lagot na naman ako sa papa at mama ko. Lagi ako nasusugatan, lagi ako nadadapa. May salamin na ako nun. Nababasag din yung salamin ko many times. Promotor, lagi akong sinasabihan na, promotor ka na naman, ano na naman pinag-eksperimentohan mo, ang kulit-kulit mo, promotor ka na kung ano-ano. Mahilig kasi ako mag-eksperimento, ang dami ko tinatry, pupunta ako sa convent, hinahanap namin yung mga madre na, may nagsabi kasi sa amin, may mga madre daw doon na nakalibing. So hinahanap namin, nagta-treasure hunting kami. Tapos, ang dami namin mga ine-explore na mga unknown. Kahit na restricted area, napakakulit talaga. So ito yung mga lagi ko naririnig ng bata ko, naku, tigas-tigas ng ulo mo. Naiwan ka na naman ng school bus, hindi ka nakikinig. Bumaba ka nga dyan, kasi mahilig ako umakyat sa puno, inakit yung gate namin. Nakakatuwa yung sense of adventure nun. Mga graba, inaakit ko din na. Siyempre, restless. Matulog ka na. Ilang beses ako sinabihan ng parents ko na, matulog ka na, tama na yan, matulog ka na. Kasi hanggat hindi pa ako inaantok, hindi ako natutulog. Mali ang ginagawa mo. Lagi kasi akong nag-shortcut, different ways of doing things. Ayoko ng routine, ayoko yung usual things. I always try to do things differently. yung lagi ako nasasabihin, mali yan, hindi yan ganyan, hindi tama yan. And syempre, trial and error, maraming mga different accidents, nakakabasag, maraming mga costs yung aking pag-eksperimento. And because of that, nasabihan na rin ako na weird. Ang weird mo. Ba't ka ganyan magsalita? Ba't ka ganyan mag-isip? Nasabihan na rin ako na si Anne-Marie, parang tanga yan. Tapos tumatawa. Ako din, tumatawa rin ako. Kasi, ewan ko, ganun ako eh. Medyo people pleaser din ako and I regard it as a joke. Nasabihan na rin ako na, because I'm a people pleaser, nasabihan na rin ako sa grad peak yun, may dedication sa akin hanggang ngayon na naalala ko pa rin. Dear Anne-Marie, huwag kang masyadong uto-uto. Kasi, I don't know, gusto ko talagang mag-please ng people noon. Siguro, it's because of my rejection sensitivity. Yun, dahil sanay din ako na palaging napapagalitan. And ayoko nang mangyari yun sa akin. Yan. So, high school. Hulaan nyo kung nasaan ako dito. This is our high school field trip. So, ako po ito, nasa likod. Yan, may nagpipicture taking, not paying attention. Focused, hyper-focused ako dun sa sandwich. Yan, kumakain kami nung best friend ko dati yung sandwich. So, anyway, ako po yan. Medyo nahirapan din sa akin yung parents ko nung high school. Actually hindi ko na ito maalala, pero sabi nung isa kong best friend, kasama ko siya, pinul ko yung fire alarm at tumakbo kami sa isang experiment. Na-curious ako sa isang chemical, kinain ko siya, nagpanic yung teacher namin. Pinainom ako ng suka kasi parang I felt a burning sensation on my tongue when I tasted the chemical. And I also frequent the principal's office kasi mga small violations. Sometimes I get caught cursing. Marami pong iba. Parang wala po akong control eh. Mahirap mag-regulate. And ito po yung pinaka-memorable sa akin and probably the most traumatic na rin, but it made me really resilient. I was caught drawing my teacher. My teacher said something, pinagalitan ako ng teacher ko dahil dumadaldal ako and I got disappointed, so I drew her privately naman, pero hindi attractive yung drawing, and I have to admit it's still disrespectful drawing the teacher that way. So hindi ako sinwerte. Nakita ng teacher na meron akong dinadrawing, akala niya love letter. Sabi niya, what's that? Love letter again? Give me that. So, kinonfiscate niya. Pagtingin niya, is this me? This is me. So, because of that, I got suspended for discourtesy, and because I've had several offenses before, na mga mini offenses, when I got suspended for 2 weeks, I got suspended pero pumapasok ako sa school, nagmamap kami, may kasama pa ako isa na suspend, nag-drawing din na teacher, ginaya ako. So nagmamap kami doon, nagwawalis sa quadrangle, nagwa-water ng plants. I was also asked to do a public apology in front of the entire high school body. So entire high school body yun. I was really anxious, I was really nervous, but I think that was one of the things that made me really resilient. So I really prepared for that. I said in my public apology na I read in a psychology book na if you're angry, you can express it. And so I expressed it, and I did not have an intent to put the paper on public, etc., etc. In short, nakuha ko pa yata nakuha ko yung empathy ng those students and parents because nag-public apology ako. And the sisters asked me to cut my speech because they did not screen my speech. But yun, I also apologized to my teacher during that time. And I really learned a lot from that lesson, from that mistake. So in short, marami akong mga negative self-image looking back, and I was really difficult as a child. So as a child or growing up, I can't focus. I'm easily bored. I'm often restless. I'm impatient. I start a lot of projects but I don't finish them. So marami akong mga sinisimulan pag nabore ako. Ang dami kong mga ongoing projects. I procrastinate as well. I'm also impulsive. Meron akong regulation problems. I have an addictive behavior. Limbawa, nag-games ako noon. Mahirap ako tumigil sa games. I find it hard controlling my emotions. Then, so meron akong defiant behavior growing up. I'm also hyperactive but more on thoughts. Kaya ang daming nagsasanga-sanga sa utak ko ng mga unstructured thoughts. When I speak, hindi ako chronological speaker. When I say something, may tendency na unclear yung thoughts ko, hindi structured. I jump agad and people I talk to get confused about what I'm saying. Parang, saan galing yun? Ano yung sinasabi mo? Teka lang muna, nandito pa tayo, di ba? Tapos paano ka napunta dyan? So, yeah, I was called weird. And nakarelate din ako sa video kanina. There was si Nico ba yun? Sabi niya, nahirapan siya magsalita and he ends up saying, never mind. And it causes him anxiety. So I'm also time blind, forgetful. Ang dami ko ng mga nawalang gamit. Shoes, bags, gadgets. Nawala na ako ng bag sa sine, sa restaurant. I am sensitive sa rejection. Yan. I really get hurt and get emotional if I am rejected. All of these gave me social anxiety. I'm aware na ganito ako, but I wanted to escape it. And ayoko rin na ipakita sa maraming tao na ito ako. Kahit tinatawag ako ng parents ko, burara ka, and marami pang iba. I don't want that image of myself to linger. Kaya I learned to mask who I really am. Kahit sa mga naging loved ones ko, sa mga karelasyon ko, nagmamask ako. Hindi ko pinapakita what my real self is. And thankfully, I have my mama and papa who love and support me. Hinayaan nila akong maging creative. Hinayaan nila ako to have the freedom to explore, to experiment, to do what I love, to find my passion, to pursue kung ano yung gusto ko sa buhay. They instilled discipline in me. Sila yung nagbigay ng structure sa akin sa araw-araw. And kahit na ilang beses ko na silang nabigyan ng sakit ng ulo, lagi silang na high blood sa akin, lagi nila akong pinapagalitan, matigas yung ulo ko growing up. After some time, maybe after I graduated college, and nung bumukod na ako sa bahay, madami akong mga na-realize ng sacrifices nila, and I'm very, very, very thankful. And thankfully, since mission ko sa sarili ko talaga na ma-prove sa kanila na hindi kayo nagkamali raising me. Tama yung mga ginawa niyo sa akin na pagpapalaki. And thankfully, naririnig ko naman sila, naririnig ko naman from them. They saw how much I have changed, how much sinasabi nila how much I have been giving efforts to give back. So, aside from my ADHD, I attribute whatever success kung nasan ako ngayon, to my parents, the support that they gave me and paano nila ako ni-raise as a child. Kasi mahirap. It's really hard for them raising a child with ADHD. And I have them to thank dahil I had the love and support that every child with ADHD deserves. So, ano ba yung positive perspective ng pagkakaroon ng mga negative traits ng ADHD? Like for example, can't focus, easily bored, restless, impatient, starts and doesn't finish projects, procrastinates. So, itong mga to, it's an indication, yung positive side of it is that ADHD people are are curious because they are curious. They're also creative. They like experimenting. They like trying out things. And dahil impatient sila, or kami, we have hacks to do things quicker. Marami sa mga ADHD nagpo-procrastinate and does things at the last minute like what I did in this deck. Medyo napuyat ako sa deck dito. But because of that, merong mga hacks, paano ba ito gawin ng mabilis na time? And yun nga, good at beating deadlines kasi sanay na gumagawa ng last minute. Because of that, yung pressure nun and yung stress nun, na nasanay na ang mga ADHD people na experience, it made them more resilient. Yan. Yun namang sa aspect ng starts projects na hindi na tinatapos. ADHD people are visionaries. They are originators of ideas. Kaya hindi natatapos kasi nababog down lang sa details. Pag naging boring na, pag dumami na yung mga steps, pag hindi na passionate about it, nalalost na doon sa process. But the positive side of that is that we are idea originators. Yan. So, as entrepreneurs, ADHD entrepreneurs are opportunity seekers because of their curiosity and yung pag-experiment nila and yung creative mindset nila. So because they think that way, they seek opportunities. So other people, they like fixing things. They look inside the box and they fix things kung ano yung present. Yan. So yung partner ko ganun. That's why we are complementing. Ako naman, I look outside the box and I seek other opportunities. I look at things ng different lens. So dahil medyo impulsive, we are risk takers. Dahil we are impatient, we are persistent, we do not tolerate delays. We also, dahil we have hacks to do things quicker, we have a knack for continuous improvement. We try and do things hanggang sa maging efficient siya. Because we are good at beating deadlines and exposed kami sa heavy stress, and we are adaptable. We can handle the stresses and the pressure of entrepreneurship. And usually, startup entrepreneurs wear a lot of hats. So when I started sa business, dalawa lang kami. When I started, I played the role of graphic designer, account manager, video editor, delivery person, pati admin, everything. So, dahil multitaskers yung ADHD people, bagay na bagay ang startup phase sa mga ADHD people. Yan, visionary and originator converts ideas into business solutions. So, how can these ideas help others? How can it be of value to other people? Ayan. Okay, sabi ni John Emmanuel Garcia, creative minds is the best to being a good condition about health. Sabi ni Miss Joanne, the ADHD Society supports free parent support group every first Saturday of the month. Ayan po. Dahil nga nabanggit ko ang aking parents, maganda rin po na yung mga parents dito na may children with ADHD, you can help discover the full potential of your kids by joining our support groups. So, for this aspect, yung can't focus, easily bored, restless, impatient, starts and doesn't finish projects, procrastinates, ito yung mga positive perspectives, positive aspects niya. Next, yan, hindi ko na animate ng huli. Yan. So, pagdating naman sa impulsivity, regulation problems, yung addictive and defiant behavior, we are risk takers, we are brave, wala kaming takot. We don't fear the unknown. We don't fear jumping off a cliff and not knowing what's underneath. Kasi we thrive dun sa adrenaline, dun sa dopamine of that. We are resilient and we can also hyper-focus. If there is something that we're really, really interested in, we can spend hours and hours and hours just learning about that thing. Natuto po akong mag-web design, mag-Photoshop dahil sa hyper-focus. Nung time na yun, nagsisimula pa lang yung internet. That was 1997, 1998. nagda-dial up ako sa Pacific Internet or ISP, Bonanza, going through tutorial sites, message boards, mga chat rooms, just learning about Photoshop kasi it's such an amazing tool. Photoshop 2 pa yata po yun eh. Photoshop 2. Learning how to build websites through GeoCities. O sino yung mga thunders dito na nakaka-relate? Yahoo GeoCities. Netscape pa yung ano nun, yung browser nun. So, dahil risk takers kami, meron kaming knack for investing, which is heavily associated to creating businesses. We also learn by doing. So, hindi kami yung textbook-based reading manuals. No, we prefer to just do it and fail fast and then learn from it, trial and error. So, we learn by doing and we can learn anything that is of interest to us. Being hyperactive, chaotic, and unstructured thoughts, having unstructured thoughts, unclear communication, we have the energy and passion. You're innovative, we think out of the box, and we are good, very good with brainstorming and ideation. So it just so happens that I am in the creative industry. So para sa mga ADHD people, probably the reason why some of you hindi nakakatagal sa mga jobs is because hindi lang bagay yung industry sa strengths ninyo. So, ang entrepreneurship, that's very, very fit sa strengths ng isang person with ADHD. Yan. And also, yung creative field. Because we are able to see things in different lenses, different perspectives. Kaya nagtatrive tayo sa mga ideation processes, sa mga brainstorming. Yan. So, because we have the energy and passion, we can lead and motivate people. Very contagious yung ating energy, yung ating passion. If we believe in something, meron tayong drive to achieve it. We have a vision, we're able to share that vision and yung energy and zest natin doon sa pag-achieve ng vision na yon, that's a good trait to have. Kasi it's important that you are able to influence people as a leader, as an entrepreneur. Yan. So itong mga innovative out-of-the-box thinking, good with brainstorming, it can result to innovative business solutions and good problem-solving skills. So, di ba, if you have a business, if you have a startup, it's not just a hobby. It's not just a hobby na you create into business because you like doing it. If that's the sole reason you're going into business, you have to think of something that would solve other people's problems. Ano yung value na binibigay ng business mo sa ibang tao, sa mga customers mo? So your business should not just be a hobby, but it should be a solution to other people's problems. Yan. So yung pagiging time blind, forgetful, loses things. I've learned a lot of lessons already. And because of that, ayan, I sought out tools to be time conscious. Lagi na po akong on time. Kasi ilang beses na akong parang kinain ng lupa sa pagiging late, napagalitan na rin ako ng mga respectable people in the industry because of my being time blind, my being late. And na-resolve ko na sa sarili ko, if I have respect for myself, if I have respect for my colleagues, for the people I work with, I should really fix this. I should have tools to support me. And although time blind pa rin ako, because of the systems, because of the technology, I'm able to cope. So ako din po ay note taker and list maker. And I prefer writing down things. I have a bullet journal. I always have a notebook with me para wala po akong nakakalimutan. Kasi yung mga thoughts ko, ang daming dumadaan-daan lang yan na mga thoughts and mabilis mawala. Ang bilis ng flow ng thoughts. So dapat ma-capture agad, maisulat agad. So because of this, I learned how to be more self-aware and how to master my weaknesses. So dahil na-master ko na yung weaknesses ko, I'm able to find solutions to it. And ito namang rejection sensitivity ko, I became a people pleaser. I could not say no and naging achiever ako. Of course, this is not a good thing all the time, yung pagiging people pleaser and could not say no, but this could be something positive, especially if you're starting up and you are considering kung ano yung gusto ng target market, ano yung gusto ng audience, You are conscious about the things that they like, about the things that they want, and you're able to tailor fit your services, the way you conduct business, to how your customers would like to be served. Tapos meron ka ring never say never attitude. You have a positive mindset. Kasi lagi, kaya yan, magagawa niya ng paraan. Marami ka ng pinagdaanan eh. Marami ka ng mga ginawang hacks. Marami ka ng mga stressful situations. Marami ka ng mga naging failures. Matibay na yung dibdib mo. You can do anything. Yan. And I'm able to talk to people with diplomacy. Kasi ayoko ng conflict. Umiiwas ako sa conflict. Nagkakaroon ako ng empathy. And how is the best way to talk to people? What could be a win-win conversation between the two of us? Yan. So it's an important business skill. You can use it to negotiate as well and to present ideas. If you are able to consider the point of view or what the other person likes on yung motivations nila. So being an achiever and failing fast, having a lot of mga adversities, you become resilient. And nagkakaroon din meron din talagang competitive spirit pag ikaw ay merong ADHD because may dopamine yun eh. Kung merong competition, merong dopamine. Yan, nabubulol na ako. There, so napakaraming mga positive perspectives na pwede nating i-shift. So kumbaga, it's just like looking at a glass with the water that's half full ba or half empty. So tingnan mo na lang siya as half full. So tingnan natin yung positive perspective ng ating ADHD. And because of this, because of how I was raised also and the support that I got, this really helped me sa aking entrepreneurial journey. It still was not easy, but having a positive perspective made me thrive as an entrepreneur. So to end this first part, I would like to show to you a video from Apple, narrated by Steve Jobs. This is something that really made an impact to me, and it could make an impact to you as well as an ADHD entrepreneur. Let's view this.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
The people who think they are crazy enough to change the world are the ones who do. Yeah. So as entrepreneurs with ADHD, we are the crazy ones, and we can change the world. Let's just have a positive mindset and let's have all the support that we can get. Yan. So marami pa tayong mga matututunan sa second and third part of this talk. But first, let me check out the comments here on Facebook and on Zoom. Ayan, magbabasa lang muna ako. Ayun, marami mga nakarelate. Sabi ni CJ, ayan, ako din po, laging nasasabihan ng family ko, bobo, tanga-tanga, slow, lutang, abnormal, etc. Oh my God, this is so me. May mga nagsabi din na nawala na rin daw sila. Yan, may nawala na daw sa Caloocan nung bata siya. Ilang beses ako nawala pag nagpupunta kami sa park. Relate yung sinasabihan ka ng para daw akong ibang tao kasi iba yung mind nila kaysa daw sa akin. Walang masama sa pagiging curious sa mga bagay-bagay kasi doon mo malalaman yung sagot sa tanong mo. Why ka na curious unlike others? Yung pagiging malawak yung mindset mo. Yan. So keep them coming. Keep them coming yung inyong mga comments. Yan. Sabi ni John Emmanuel, creative minds is the best to being a good condition about health, always positive and love for lifetime success. Si Yam nakaka-relate din sa notebook. Yan, kailangan din daw laging naglilista dahil maraming nakakalimutan. And gusto niya yung positive mindset. Be positive always. Action without thinking and thinking without action will give 100% failure. Yon, maraming salamat sa mga nag-comment. Please keep them coming. So, ngayon na po, pupunta na po tayo doon sa business side, the business survival guide. Ito po yung pag-usapan po natin yung how to structure your business para po ito ay mag-succeed. Okay, so I'm not sure kung familiar kayo dito sa eksenang ito, pero ito po yung unang Korean novel na napanood ko. Yan, Crash Landing into Me. Dapat pala pinahula ko. No? So kaya ko gusto yung picture na ito kasi si Seri, yung girl, nag-parasailing siya and she got caught up in a whirlwind. So as someone with ADHD, palagi akong caught up in a whirlwind. So I set a goal. For example, New Year's resolution. Lagi ako may New Year's resolution. I set a goal and then bigla na lang I find myself in a whirlwind. Parang, wait lang, ano na yung nangyayari? Parang everything's a blur. Nasaan na ako ngayon? Parang nagpa-firefight na lang ako sa araw-araw. So I always get caught up in a whirlwind. And if you are running a business, hindi pwedeng ganito yung mangyari. You're always firefighting. You're always just tackling what's in front of you. You cannot just always be in a whirlwind. You have to have a system. You have to have a plan. Yan. So, yan. So si Seri nalaglag siya sa North Korea. Nalaglag siya kay, nakalimutan ko na yung pangalan ni Yun Bin yung naalala ko. Nalaglag siya sa arms ng isang sundalo. So, by accident. Nag-meet sila by accident. So, gusto ko lang din i-share sa inyo that I became an entrepreneur by accident. So I'm sure marami ding mga ADHD people, walang mga balak mag-entrepreneur, bigla na lang nag-entrepreneur because they were caught up in the situation. So ano ba yung nangyari sa akin? As an accidental entrepreneur, I had no business knowledge and experience when I started. Wala rin pong capital. 23 years old pa lang po ako noon. Wala pa po ako naiipon. Actually, meron po ako 20,000 pesos from my sweldo. Yun lang po yung naipon ko. Wala ring business network. So mag-start ng business, wala man lang business network, wala akong kilala na ibang mga ahensya and wala akong pwedeng kliyente. So naluloka ka na ba? Are you crazy? Why are you starting a company? During this time, I was no longer happy dun sa aking job as a production assistant. Actually, nag-apply ako doon bilang production assistant with a salary of 7,000 pesos. But later on, sinabak ako. Kasi ang in-applyan ko talaga graphic designer. Hindi ako marunong, hindi ako naging magaling sa production assistant kasi hindi ako magaling mag-follow ng mga utos. So, talagang nag-volunteer ako, mag-graphic design ako. Sir, pakita ko sa iyo. So, naging graphic designer din ako. When I had the chance to volunteer to learn video editing, I also volunteered. So, naging video editor na rin ako. I also joined events. Naging stage manager ako. Natutunan ko kung paano mag-run ng events. And pinag-meeting na rin ako ng boss ko with the clients. So, I learned how to talk to clients, to handle projects. And soon, binigyan niya ako ng role as studio manager. And marami pang mga responsibilities. So, I was really receptive doon sa many hats na binibigay sa akin. Although, my salary did not include all those roles, but I was happy because I was learning. I was learning by doing and I was adding value to myself. So game lang ng game, sabak. And that was just for a year. Pero nung 1 year na yun, na natutunan ko lahat yun, confident na ako na mag-freelance. So I freelanced, kumukuha ko ng web design gigs, graphic design gigs, nagpa-print ng tarpaulin, dinideliver ko pa ngayon tarpaulin, ang bigat-bigat, minsan nagpa-print ng calling cards. Pero it's not sustainable. So I applied at a call center. I got terminated after being unemployed for 2 months kasi I didn't follow some rules. Tapos bigla na ako naka-receive ng termination letter. And I went freelance again until one client asked me for a receipt. So doon na nagsimula yung lahat dahil doon sa resibo na yun para sa isang graphic design job, the business was registered when I was 23. So nagsunod-sunod na siya. Dumami yung mga clients hanggang sa nag-grow yung business. So ayan, pahabol ko si ADHD brain. Kasi at the start, hindi pa nga ako aware na may ADHD ako. Pero it was extra hard for me kasi yung mga traits na sinabi ko din kanina, yung mga challenge din yun na naging hadlang din sa akin but did not stop me from trying. Yan. So, yan. Kailangan ko mag-survive Kapit sa patalim na. Wala akong trabaho. So, ito lang yung pwede kong gawing livelihood. Yan. I gotta do what I gotta do. Kailangan ko ng viable direction. Kailangan kong mapakita sa parents ko na they raised me well. Maging proud sila sa akin. Nung nawalan ako ng work, nakita ko to na opportunity. So, I might as well give it a go. Yan. So, again, extra na naman si ADHD brain. So, wala akong plano. There's no business plan. Nagkaroon lang ng sudden decision to jump into entrepreneurship. So, jumping off a cliff, not knowing what's underneath. Pero thankful din ako because ignorance is bliss. During that time, if I'd known kung ano yung mga components ng pagpapatakbo ng negosyo during that time that I started, I wouldn't have started it. Pero hindi ko alam Wala akong alam about business during that time. So, game, kaya yan. Sabak, go lang ng go. So, I saw an opportunity and I'm taking a risk. But little did I know na businesses have a very low survival rate. So ano ba yung survival rate ng mga businesses? 20% of small businesses fail in their first year. 30% of small businesses fail in their second year. Out of those na natira, 50% of them fail after 5 years in business. And out of those na natira, 70% of them fail in their 10th year in business. So mababa ang survival rate ng businesses. Mahirap siya. And isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit nag-thrive yung business is because I did not do it alone. I sought the help of people, lalong-lalo na yung mga tao na merong complementing skills. And those that can fill my weaknesses. So I know that I cannot do this alone and I need a team or partners to support me. So as a business owner, kayo, you are the originator. Kayo yung owner ng ideas. Kayo yung nag-iisip ng mga solusyon sa problema through the products, through the services that you offer. Yan. So, ang next person na kailangan nakasama nyo sa negosyo ay ang operator. Yan. So, sino ba yung mga operators? Sila yung in charge sa 3 W's. What needs to be done by who and when. So, sila yung nagbe-breakdown ng big ideas ninyo na napaka-vague, yung visions ninyo into steps, into tasks. So, sila yung nagme-make things happen. So, tayo, minsan na-analysis paralysis tayo. We have this big goal, we have this big dream, we have this big vision. Nahirapan tayong mag-compartmentalize nun. Yung operators, magaling sila doon. Magaling sila na maghimay ng mga tasks, magaling sila to get things done. Ayan, meron palang mukha yung operator. Yan. Yan. So, kailangan natin ng mga operators. And sa gitna ng originator and operator, there is implementation. So, because there is teamwork between the originator and operator, things get implemented. The ideas become reality. Hindi lang siya puro salita, hindi lang siya puro plano, hindi lang siya puro vision, because there's someone to help you break down the tasks and execute and implement. Yan yung importante sa business. Kailangan may mag-i-implement. Yan. But also, if you're starting out and ikaw ay originator, you also have to be an operator kung wala ka pang makita na partner na makakatulong sa'yo sa pag-operate. Yan. The next person that you should seek help from or you should find para complementing sa business at para mag-work ang business is the organizer. So yung role ng organizer is improving systems or building systems, improving systems, and having workflows on how things are done. So yan, si organizer. So siya yung OC, siya yung gumagawa ng mga rules, ng mga policies, paano ba 'to dapat gawin, ano yung sistema, paano mas magiging maayos, paano mas magiging madali. So organizer, kailangan natin ng organizer, and between the operator and the organizer, doon pumapasok yung continuous improvement sa negosyo. Kasi pag nag-start yan, marami pa yung marami yung mga matututunan, and kailangan mag-develop siya at mag-progress hanggang sa mag-improve at maging valuable para sa mas maraming market. And in between the originator and the organizer, kailangan ng inspiration. The entire organization needs to have inspiration. Kailangan inspired sila sa vision ng originator. They have to be in the same boat. They have to know the direction of the business. They have to know why the business exists. Ano ba yung mission ng business na to? How can we make other people's lives better? Why are we here in the first place? How do we put a dent in the world? So, yun yung nagda-drive sa people na mag-implement at constantly mag-improve ng trabaho. So, dapat ma-implement itong entrepreneurial ecosystem na to for a business to thrive. And of course, yung originator, yung operator, tsaka organizer can be in the form of mga managers, pwede rin ito na partners mo, or pwede rin mga employees. It's very, very important na meron kayong shared values and vision. Kasi if you have your shared values and vision, hindi kayo magkakaroon ng conflict with the daily decisions that you need to make. So for example, lahat kayo naniniwala kayo sa integrity and transparency. Lahat kayo naniniwala sa excellence. Lahat kayo naniniwala sa concept of play. Lahat kayo naniniwala na kailangan may respeto kayo sa bawat isa. So every decision that you make, you are guided by your values and your vision, meaning saan nyo pa gustong pumunta? Ano ba yung pangarap nyo para sa business? After 5 years, after 10 years, you are headed in the same direction. So kailangan united kayo dyan. So, tanong, pwede bang isang tao lang? Pwede bang isang tao lang yung originator, operator, tsaka organizer? Pwede po yun. But it could be very, very difficult. It could be very, very difficult, especially for people with ADHD. So, it's very important for a business to grow, for you to thrive. You have to find people to support you. And these people should have complementing skills with you. Kasi usually, itong mga operator and organizer, yung mga weaknesses nila, yun naman yung strength mo as an originator. Yan. So, this is very, very important. Okay. So, before we move on, I have had a lot of conversations with MSMEs from Apari to Region 13, sa Caraga, sa Agusan, different parts of Luzon because of Go Negosyo. And I have become familiar of their common problems. So, i-share ko sa inyo ngayon para maiwasan nyo na rin as you run your businesses. Yan. So, syempre, ito yung typical problems ng entrepreneurs plus samahan pa natin ng ADHD, di ba? Mas challenging yan. So, I want you all to meet Daisy. O si Daisy, ang linya niya ay, sayang laging tenga yung mga makina at tauhan ko. Paano kaya dadami yung orders ko kung madami kaming kalaban sa negosyo? Pababaan na lang ba pati ng presyo? Yan. So si Daisy, meron siyang equipment, meron siyang mga tao, kasi ano siya, mananahi siya, and nagkaroon siya ng sarili niyang brand. Pero yung problema niya, yung mga businesses sa tabi ng lugar niya, ganun din yung ino-offer. Tapos hindi maganda yung mga products niya, hindi original, hindi desirable. Kaya pababaan na lang ng presyo. Yung mga clients niya nagre-resort dun sa ibang mga suppliers na pwedeng magbagsak ng presyo. So yun yung challenge niya. Paano ba ako kikita? Okay naman ako, may resources naman ako. Pero wala akong customer. Anong kailangan kong gawin? So yan yung problema ni Daisy. So si Fifi naman, opposite siya ni Daisy kasi magaling yung kanyang brand. Magaling yung kanyang marketing. Meron siyang cake shop and ang sarap-sarap ng cake na ng mga products niya. Very unique, premium priced, ang ganda ng social media campaign. So ito naman yung linya niya. Akala ko talaga kakayanin ko ma-deliver lahat ng orders. Kaso ang daming nagre-reklamo, nasira daw namin yung okasyon nila. Anong gagawin ko ngayon? So yung problema ni Fifi, nagpa-add siya for an occasion, let's say Valentine's Day, anticipating a load of orders. So naghanda na siya doon, marami siyang mga staff. Although maliit yung kitchen niya, she can only accommodate as much, konti lang yung resources niya, hindi automated, marami pang mga manual sa ginagawa niya kasi kulang siya sa mga equipment. Nag-prepare pa rin siya for this event kasi sayang yung opportunity na maraming orders. But unfortunately, yung sa delivery siya nadali. Since nagsabay-sabay yung mga orders, nagka-problema sa delivery, hindi siya makapag-book. So, yung mga cakes niya nasira, hindi nakarating on time, and because of that, maraming nagreklamo. So, di ba, ang laki ng demand sa products and services niya. Pero, namamablema pa rin siya because hindi niya ma-handle yung demand. Wala siyang mga resources at saka hindi optimized yung kanyang mga proseso dun sa paggawa at pag-produce ng value para sa kanyang mga customers. So si Vico naman, ang linya naman niya, bakit ganun? Lagi naman kaming maraming trabaho. Bakit nauubusan kami ng pangsweldo? Nagpapagod lang yata ako sa negosyo. So si Vico, nakaka-relate ako sa kanya when we were starting out. Kasi dami naman naming mga projects. Pero ba't ganun pagdating ng sweldo, parang walang cash? Yun pala, si Vico, since people pleaser siya, yung mga kliyente niya, ina-allow niya na mag-unlimited revisions. Ina-allow niya na mag-changes in directions. Ina-allow niya na okay lang ba na 120 days na kami magbayad, payment terms extended, okay lang sa kanya. So hindi niya nasisilip yung financials niya kasi focused siya dun sa paggawa, dun sa creative part of the business. Nakalimutan niyang tignan kung nagpo-profit ba talaga siya. Nakalimutan niyang tignan kung yung mga ginagastos ko ba sa man hours, sufficient ba yun dun sa project cost, yung binabayaran ng aming kliyente sa amin. Tapos hindi siya nakakasingil. Ang dami na palang may utang sa kanya. Walang admin na consistently nagpa-follow up sa mga collectibles. So, naubusan siya ng cash. So, lagi niya sinasabi, nagpapagod lang yata ako. Dapat yata nag-abroad na lang ako or nag-empleyado na lang ako. Wala pa akong iisipin. Pagkatapos ng 8 to 5, okay na ako. Pero ito, ang daming hassle sa ulo. So, is it really worth it? So, ito yung problema ni Daisy, ni Fifi, at ni Vico. So, si Daisy, yan, ang kanyang problema ay all about desirability. Do customers want it? So kung kayo ay magtatayo ng isang negosyo, you have to think hard kung ang produkto nyo ba ay desirable and nagsaserve sa isang market. Feasible ba ito? Can you deliver it? Kung ano yung value na pinaramis nyo sa marketing mo, kaya nyo ba siyang i-deliver? Ayan. So makikisuyo lang po ako, napaki-mute po yung mga yung bagong pasok. Ayan. Maraming salamat po. Ayun. And for Vico, it's important na alam ninyo kung viable ba ang negosyo. Viable ba siya? Is it worth it? Kumikita ba ako? tama ba yung binabayad sa akin? Yan. So when you are starting a new business, or if you're already in business and you are growing it, ask this to yourself. Is your products and services desirable to your customers? Whatever I promise in my marketing, the unique value, how I stand out against my competition, is it feasible? Can I really deliver that value that I promised? And is it viable for me? Is it worth it? Am I really profiting? Am I really growing? Or am I just wasting my time? Yan. So, paano nyo malalaman to? This is what I will teach you this afternoon. So, again, ito yung mga sinasabi ng mga business owners. I had no time to plan. My time is spent being hands-on in the daily business operations. I spend time on what's urgent in order to survive. So, tayo mga ADHD entrepreneurs, magaling tayo dyan. Medyo takot sa mga long-term planning, takot sa mga paperworks, pero yung mga everyday na sabak, what is urgent, multitasking, firefighting, magaling na magaling yung mga ADHD people dyan. I want to plan my business to get it right, but I have no business background and I don't know where to start. But that is not a problem. Ang dami nating mga resources na ngayon. And also this afternoon, dahil sa NCDA at sa ADHD Society, yan, I will fill you in with the secret paano natin makakounter yung problema nitong ating tatlong entrepreneurs, and especially if you have ADHD. So, we will tackle how to be desirable, how your business can be feasible, ma-deliver niyo yung value ninyo, and how to make it viable. Is it worth it? Yan, that's very, very important. So, yung mga components na ito ay nasa business model canvas na I will try my best to explain in a way na madaling maintindihan. Yan. So, let's start with value proposition. So, for your business to work, for your idea to work, for you to thrive, unang-una talaga kailangan meron kayong in-offer na value or yung unique solution for a customer's problem. So, ano ba yung example ng value? You can get value from convenience. Because of your product or service, nakakapagbigay kayo ng convenience. Pwede ring value ang savings or cost reduction. If they buy your service, if they buy your product, they can save costs later on. Pwede ring value yung design. You make them feel good using the product because it has good design. And madaling gamitin dahil maganda yung design. Hindi lang din tayo limited sa functional benefits. The value you can give is if someone uses your product or service, you can upgrade their status or you can maybe give them a better status. You can also have other emotional benefits or emotional value like sense of belonging. If they avail of your product, they avail of your service, mararamdaman silang sense of belonging. And pwede ring value ang risk reduction. If they avail of your product or service, you can help them get rid of potential risks. So for example, ito yung Muji humidifier. It's the top selling item in Shopee in 2021. Yan. So ano may mga value na binibigay nito? I'm just assuming that maybe it could reduce risks because of the scent that the oil gives out. Maybe it could drive away mosquitoes. It could help me get rid of mosquitoes. Hindi ako magkakadengue. So risk reduction. It has good design. Whenever I look at it, it makes me feel so good. Kasi minimalist. Ang ganda niya. Sense of belonging. Oh, my kumares, my friends have this as well. So, if we have this together, para pare-pareho kami ng taste, pare-pareho kaming minimalist, I feel like I belong. Parang ganun. Tapos meron din siyang status.
I'm sorry.
By this, how will you be perceived if you have a guest and you have this in your home? Yan. So for example, for an iPhone, the value is design. The ease of use. Ease of use nung telepono. Social status. And the experience of using it. Ayan. Alam nga, masuyo ko lang po yung volume, yung mute. Yan, para sa ating mga participants. Para po, yan, i-mute ko lang. Yan. Okay. Yan, may capability pala ako. Alright. So, the value that you give the phone gives to the user is the experience in using it. And of course, the status associated with the brand. Apple is a creative brand. Nakita niyo naman yung ad kanina, think different. So if there are values that the brand stands for, the brand believes in, and you are a user of the brand, somehow you are associated with the values that the brand believes in. Risks. Yan, Grammarly. So it saves you time kasi hindi ka na magpo-proofread. Hindi man nababasahin ng paulit-ulit yung yung sinulat na article or report para sa boss mo. Cost savings, hindi mo na kailangan ng assistant, hindi mo na kailangan ng extra time. Time is money, di ba? To check your work. It reduces risk. Pag nag-submit ka ng wrong grammar, di ba? Or maraming mga wrong spelling, it's a big risk. So ito yung value na meron yung Grammarly. So it's a software, it's a plug-in that can check grammar and spelling as you type sa mga different web applications. Yan. So for value proposition, ano ba yung mga thought-provoking questions na kailangan nating itanong sa ating sarili while we're running our businesses? Ano ba yung pain na sinasolve ng business mo? Why would the person want this specific solution that your business is offering? So again, your business is not a hobby. It is something, it offers something that solves other people's problems. So ano yung pain point nila na nabibigyan mo ng pain reliever? So that is the question for you to improve the value that you offer. Yan. Kasi sinasolve niyan yung desirability mo. If you have a good value that you can offer your customers, then you will be desirable. Hindi ka mahihirapan na maghanap ng mga kliyente. So, business survival guide para sa mga merong ADHD. Negative self-image, since wala kang focus, you are a bit scattered, you have no focus on value. Marami kang mga tinatry na iba. You're open to a lot of things. Naging problema ko na rin to before. Yung paiba-iba ng service, walang mga consistent na offering. Paiba-iba. And of course, bilang ADHD, meron ding imposter syndrome na hindi naman yata ako magaling. Baka hindi naman nila gusto yung products, yung services na ino-offer namin. Baka hindi kami para sa kanila. Ay, baka hindi kami bilhin. Yung ganon. And syempre may rejection sensitivity. Ako ayokong magbenta. Ayoko talaga magbenta, ayokong mag-alok, ayokong yung ganun kasi takot din akong ma-reject. Pero this one can be shifted into a positive perspective. So as someone with ADHD, you're adaptable. Adaptable ka sa changing landscape ng maraming external factors, economic factors, political factors, social factors. Even our consumers, paiba-iba sila ng gusto, paiba-iba sila ng preference. And us, as ADHD people, we are naturally adaptable to change. So, ibig sabihin, madali tayong mag-adapt sa kung ano yung gusto nila. Mas agile tayo. And madali tayong makakapag-change course to deliver the value that they want. We also have the ability to iterate until we have the perfect product. So dahil resilient tayo, try to make things better, we have that ability to iterate hanggang sa maging perfect yung produkto para sa target market. We are also resilient. Ganun naman talaga sa negosyo eh. When you fail, when you experiment, you build something, you measure it, you learn from it, and then you try something, you iterate it, you fail, you rise up, you fail, you rise up again. And yung curiosity and yung drive to learn and discover new things, it will put you sa direction na mas madali for you na hanapin yung value na in-offer ng negosyo mo. Okay, so that's the first, ano yung value that you're going to give your customers. Next is, sino ba yung customers mo? Who are the people willing to pay money for the problem you are solving for them? Yan, so meron tayong two categories of customers, two types of customers. Merong business to business if you are a business serving other businesses. Yan. Meron ding business to consumer. So for example, si HCG deals with other businesses like Wilcon. So si Wilcon naman, ang customers nila ay direct consumers. So mga individuals. Yan. Meron din tayong non-paying versus paying customers. Akalaan nyo yun, meron palang non-paying na customers. So, paano ba kikita? So, kailangan mo ng profit, di ba? So, si Facebook, for example, lahat na mga nasa Facebook ay non-paying customers. Everyone. Yung mga paying customers nila ay yung mga advertisers at saka market researchers when they buy ads on Facebook. Mga brand owners na rin when they buy ads on Facebook. So, yung mga non-paying customers, in return, they give out their data and they allow themselves to be advertised to by the advertisers and the brands na kliyente ni Facebook. Yan. Facebook does not charge its users, but it won't have anything to sell to advertisers and market researchers without its users. Ganun naman din sa Spotify. So, si Spotify, yung customer segment nila, number one, yung mga music lovers. Merong non-paying with ads, meron ding paying with ads. Customer segment number 2, yung mga advertisers. So yung Spotify, gumagamit sila ng freemium model, freemium na business model, meaning you can avail the services for free. But if you would like to have the premium version without the ads, you pay a minimum amount. Yan. So you have to be creative with segregating your customer segments. Kasi marami ako mga tinanong na mga mentees before. Sino yung target market nyo? Sasabihin lang nila male, female, all ages, Gen X, millennials. But you can be more creative with how you divide or how you cut the market. For example, you can target status seekers or those who believe that the brands that they believe in or that they tangkilik also influences their status. So, pag ginamit ba nila yung brand niyo or yung product niyo, ano yung magiging effect nun sa status nila? Will they be more respected? Will they be seen as smart? Will they be seen as fashionable? Anong klaseng status yung habol nila? So, you can divide your market according to status seekers. You can also divide your market according to the rationals. So yung mga rationals, ito yung mga nagka-canvas, maraming mga tanong, as in nagko-compare and contrast ng mga different models bago magdesisyon. Hindi sila nagdedesisyon because of emotions. Nagdedesisyon sila because of yung function and logic. So there's a different way of serving them. Yan. So you have to go beyond yung demographic segmentation ninyo and segment niyo yung market niyo according to their needs and their behaviors. Yan. So for customer segments, you have to ask yourself, sino ba yung binibigyan ko ng solusyon? Who am I providing a solution for? And gaano ba kalaki and attractive yung untapped market potential that we are going after? Yan. So in order for you to increase your desirability, you have to be creative with your customer segments. Kasi maraming mga customer segments na saturated na. Maybe you need to find a niche. Maybe you need to be really targeting very well kung sino ba dapat yung customer ninyo. Yan, sino ba yung maa-attract sa products and services ninyo na fit na fit. So again, yan, yung negative self-image of having ADHD, naging failure ko na rin before. I have no specific target market. Kahit sino lang na mag-approach sa amin. And ang hirap nun. Ang hirap nun kasi hindi tailor fit yung services namin dun sa mga kahit sinong mag-approach. So we have to really niche down and select kung sino yung best para sa amin. No product market fit. Pwedeng may mga offerings na hindi na pala relevant, na pwede mo nang i-disregard, pwede mo nang i-discontinue to offer. Imposter syndrome, again, baka hindi fit yung market sa akin, baka ayaw nila yung product ko. Yung rejection sensitivity, it can hit as well. So, pwede tayong mag-move again into a positive perspective. Same lang to dun sa kanina, because we have ADHD, we are more adaptable, we have the ability to iterate until we have the perfect product, we are more resilient, we are curious, and meron tayong drive to learn and discover new things. So because of that, we have a drive to learn about our customers. Ano ba yung insights nila? Ano ba yung mga pain points nila? Ano ba yung mga gusto nilang mangyari? Ano yung mga nagmo-motivate sa kanila? So leverage on that curiosity, leverage on that drive para mas makilala nyo on a deeper level ang inyong mga customers. Yan. Next, channels. Ano ba tong channels na to? So meron kang value, meron kang customer segment, paano mo marireach yung customers mo? Ito yung how will you reach your prospective customers? Ano yung mga touch points? Saan kanila makikita? Paano sila bibili sa'yo? Yan. So how we reach out to prospective customers. So kailangan yung gumawa ng customer journey. Kasi bago sila bumili ng product or service sa inyo, may mga dadaanan pa sila eh. First, magiging aware muna sila that you exist. Ay, meron palang ganong creative agency sa Quezon City. Okay. But that's not it. Hindi dapat na tumigil lang sa awareness. You have to have content and you have to have strategies para yung awareness stage na yun mapunta sa interest stage. Why will they inquire? Paano mo sila mapapa-inquire sa services mo? Yan. So you have to help your potential customers evaluate your products or services. So kailangan mo silang bigyan ng information or reasons for them to be interested in your products and services bago sila mag-decide to purchase. Kasi pag interested na sila sa inyo, they will compare you with other suppliers. And you have to have the answer kung bakit better kayo than the other suppliers. Now, if they are already convinced that, okay, this is the supplier that I want, pero next time na ako bibili, tsaka na lang ako magsaswipe. Basta alam ko ito yung gusto ko, pero hindi muna ako bibili. You have to also have communication to convince them to purchase. So dito na papasok yung merong promo, if you pay this weekend, merong mga freebie, merong discount, etc. How can you make them have that sense of urgency to buy from you? Mag-purchase ka na ngayon na. Yan, para, kasi pwede pa silang ma-influence ng ibang materials, ng ibang competitors, pwedeng mawala pa sila sa'yo. So the moment that they express interest in your product or service, you have to pull them into buying as soon as possible. Yan. So, once they buy, you have to deliver the value to your customers. Ito na yung ine-experience na nila yung products and services mo. And then, syempre, pagkatapos mo ma-experience yung products and services mo nung inyong mga clients, you have to ensure na meron silang post-purchase satisfaction through support. Kasi the goal is for them to buy again, buy repeatedly. Maraming mga entrepreneurs nagne-neglect ng mga customers na existing na. Kasi they want to always find new customers. But in reality, it's more affordable to keep your ongoing customers than to look for new ones. Yan. So for channels, thought-provoking questions, where are my customers? Nasaan ba sila? How can I best reach them? Do we have large-scale and ideally direct access to our end customers, or meron pa bang middleman? Kasi mas maganda na meron kang direct customers because wala nang mga costs na additional and the margins could be bigger and you will have better profits there. So if you have the right channels to reach your customers, then your desirability will increase. Kasi they will feel, or they will know that it's much easier to buy from you. Kasi ano rin yun barrier din yun if it's not easy to buy from you. So how do you make it easy for your customers to buy from you? You have to be available in the channels or in the platforms where they are present. Yan. So, ang dami-daming mga channels, mga digital channels na bago, mga hadlang. If we bank on the negative self-image, ang daming mga technologies. I have a learning disability. I cannot learn that quickly. So, never mind na lang. I don't like to entertain that. You can procrastinate with studying technology because technology is overwhelming. Again, imposter syndrome na naman and rejection sensitivity. But if you look at the positive side of things, ayan, meron tayong adaptability, meron tayong ability to iterate until you have the perfect product. We have resilience. We fail and we rise up. We fail, we rise up again. And yung mga new platforms, mga new technology na ito, if we are passionate about reaching our target market, meron tayong curiosity at drive to learn and discover new things. So we can hyper-focus on these new technologies and learn kung ano yung mga bagong platforms na pwede nating kung saan mahanap yung ating mga customers. So aside from knowing where to reach our customers, it's very, very important to maintain our relationships with them. So how do you acquire, retain, and grow your customers? So merong mga iba't ibang klaseng mga customer relationships. Merong personal relationship, yung 1:1 relationships. Usually, ito yung mga nasa service businesses. Meron ding mga automated relationships. For example, if you buy a plane ticket, automated lang yun kasi you're just talking to a machine. Meron ding mga self-service, yung wala na mga people involved. And halimbawa, if you are withdrawing from an ATM, self-service yun. Meron ding mga single transactions only. Tapos after nun, hindi mo na sila magiging customers forever. And meron ding subscription. Like for example, Netflix subscription, every month meron silang payment sa inyo. And sa amin naman, as a creative agency, meron din kaming subscription-based na customer relationship, yung mga retainer packages namin. Ano ba yung purpose ng pagkakaroon ng relationships? Acquire new customers. Siyempre, you have to build relationships kasi sila yung magbibigay ng good word for you. Sila yung mag-spread ng positive news about you. Word of mouth. So because of them, you can acquire new customers. You will also retain existing customers. And you will derive more revenue from your existing customers. Yun nga, mas magpaparami pa kayo ng mga suki. And that's very, very important and highly influences your profitability and growth kung marami pa kayong mga suki. So kailangan talaga i-nurture ninyo ang inyong mga customer relationships. So tingnan natin yung ginawa ni Nescafe. So meron silang innovation. Nespresso coffee machines. So what did they do? What was their strategy behind this? They sold the machines cheap in retail stores. Napakamura. I forgot how much it costs. Pero mura lang siya. Meron pang mga zero interest sa credit card. Meron pang free delivery. So once you have that machine, syempre, bibili ka na lang ng mga capsules from Nespresso. Kasi syempre, paano ka magkakape? Kailangan mo ng capsule sa Nespresso. So, yung sales nila, at yung one-time purchase, yung machine, pero yung repeated purchase ay nandoon sa capsules. So, meron silang pagkikeep ng customer relationship because they will keep buying the pods from Nespresso. It makes it hard for the customers to switch brands kasi meron na silang machine eh. Tapos nag-offer pa ng free delivery yung pag nagbumili ka ng pods basta 3,000 worth. So parang tali ka na dito, 'di ba? Tapos forever ka na nilang customer as long as gusto mong gamitin yung Nespresso machine mo. Yan, nag-create din sila ng Nespresso Club offering perks and personalized shopping experiences. Yan. So for customer relationships, ano ba yung thought-provoking questions natin dito? You have to think about how you should acquire, retain, and grow your customers. How easy or difficult is it for our customers to leave or switch to another company? So is it easy for them to switch kasi marami ka namang mga kapareho ng service? Or mahirap ba kasi ikaw lang yung nag-offer ng product or service na yun and nasa iyo yung demand? So how can you have that demand na nasa iyo lang? Yan. So that's very, very important. How do you own the demand for you to be desirable? So customer relationships usually may problem din having ADHD. To me personally, I never thought I would be good at talking to people. Yan nga kasi I am a bit scatterbrained, hard to understand. Minsan nga, pati sa team ko, nahihirapan din silang intindihin ako when I give directions. I also, before I was self-aware, meron akong tendency talaga to interrupt. Kasi if I'm talking to someone, meron akong thought na passing by, pag hindi ko sinabi yung thought na yun, nawawala na siya. Kasi hindi ako mapakali. Kaya nag-i-interrupt ako. Kaya I end up being hard to talk to. Marami din palang nata-turn off sa akin before na hindi ako self-aware because I interrupt them. And I'm sure marami na rin ako na-offend na employees before because I interrupt them and I was not aware of that. And also clients. Sometimes I finish client sentences. I thought that was a good thing, but it was not a good thing pala. Kailangan mag-listen. So it took me a lot of years to become self-aware of this. Buti lang I have a loved one na talagang prangka sa akin na alam mo, you interrupt, you should stop that. You should stop that habit. So every time na on the verge of interrupting ako, talagang pinipigilan ko yung bibig ko. Naging self-aware na ako. So again, imposter syndrome, rejection sensitivity. So ang bago dito dun sa white circles, yung listens with laser focus when truly interested and immersed with the problem. So ako nahihirapan akong makipag-converse if I'm not interested sa topic, not interested with the person, I drift agad, tapos hindi ako nakakapag-eye contact. But if I think to myself, naghahanap ako ng something interesting about the person, ano kaya yung something na I could relate to dun sa customer na yun. And if I have that genuine interest to help that customer or to convince the customer dun sa value na ino-offer ko, then I can have the laser focus sa customer and I can hyper focus sa pakikinig sa problema nila. Yan, we have that ability. So kaya nile-leverage ko yung ability na yan. Kaya gusto rin ng mga customers namin talking to me because I am able to listen to them at napipinpoint na agad yung mga problema and we're able to give them viable solutions. So that's a good trait that we have. So that's for desirability. We need to know ano yung value na ino-offer natin and sino yung customer segments na willing to pay for that value. How do we nurture a relationship with them? And what are the channels to reach them? So far, yan yung natutunan natin. Let's go to the problem of fee. How do we deliver the value that we promise? Ito yung nasa left side ng canvas. So we will start with key resources and then key activities and then the key partners. I will try my best to breeze through dito because we have 30 minutes left. Okay? So for key resources, ano ba yung resources that you need to run your business? Merong 4 types of resources. There is human resources, of course, your team, the people you work with, ito yung mga implementors and organizers if they are not your partners. Sila yung mga i-hire mo to execute your vision, to implement and to improve things and to grow the organization. Yan. Physical resources, land, building, machines, and vehicles. So kailangan mo ng physical resources or physical assets to implement yung service. You can also have intellectual resources. So ito yung mga hindi tangible, mga brands, methods and systems, software, patents, and copyrights, as well as financial resources. So dito papasok yung cash, credit lines, financial guarantees. Yan. So for key resources, thought-provoking questions: what resources do I need to deliver the demand for my products and services? Do we own key resources that are difficult or impossible to copy and which give us a significant competitive advantage? So kung yung business mo ay may high barrier for entry, tipong kayo lang yung may ganitong machine, kayo lang yung may ganitong technology, then mas merong demand for you, mas merong differentiator for you. Pero kung ang negosyo mo, yung key resources mo ay madali lang ding ma-acquire ng iba, accessible din to others, then it would be tougher to compete. Pwede mo na lang yan daanin sa marketing. Ano yung different value that you can promise? Yan. So, it's very important that you own these key resources para sa negosyo mo. And usually, itong mga key resources na to, ito yung mga pinag-i-investan, kailangan ng kapital, kailangan ng funding. Yan. So, feasibility, can we deliver it? So, sa case ni Fifi, kailangan niya mag-invest sa bigger space, more machines, kailangan niya ng more chefs para ma-replicate yung kanyang sistema, mga key activities niya, para she can deliver at scale. So, yun yung kailangan niya. Next, key activities. Ano yung mga activities that enable your business? Ano yung ginagawa mo sa araw-araw para ma-produce yung products and services? Yan. So, ano yung categories ng activities? Making, manufacturing, designing, developing, delivering, solving problems. Usually us, mga entrepreneurs with ADHD, nandito din tayo sa making, pero we also hire sometimes, especially pag routinary yung making. But ako, I also started as a maker. Ako yung mismong designer. Yan. So ito, this is something that I'm not so good at, selling. Although marketing, isa sa mga expertise ko, but really yung selling and talking to people, I used to be not so confident with this. So selling involves promoting, advertising, educating customers about service or product value. So I used to be really apprehensive sa selling, but now I consider this now as one of my key strengths. Next, ito yung mga invisible people, seemingly invisible people, but very, 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 very important people in our organization. So sila yung mga support. Kung wala sila, hindi tayo mag-function well. So sila yung mga nag-asikaso ng hiring, bookkeeping, admin work, collecting, recording, inventory management. So dun sa key activities ninyo, usually merong making, selling, and supporting. So paano nakaka-impact yung key activities sa profitability or success ng isang company? For example, IKEA. Everybody knows about IKEA's flat packing, why they are different from other furniture stores. Yung ibang mga furniture stores, if you buy their furniture, naka-install na yan and makita mo na yung actual furniture sa mismong store. For IKEA, they have a showroom, pero kung meron ka nang bibilihin, meron lang sila ay yung mga hindi naka-assemble mga boxes ng mga furniture na naka-flat pack. Yeah, because furniture was sold in pieces and customers assembled it at home, transportation, assembly, and inventory costs were reduced. IKEA was able to sell their furniture low, allowing them to scale aggressively. So just because tinanggal nila yung ginawa nilang flat packing, tinanggal nila yung actual presentation ng actual products dun sa store at meron lang silang mga showroom, nakatipid sila ng malaki sa assembly costs at saka inventory costs dahil yung storage nila marami nang na-accommodate na mga stocks kasi naka-flat pack. Pati sa transportation, marami ka nang pwedeng i-deliver. Diba pagka hindi naka-flat pack, ang laki ng space na tinitake. So because nakita nila dito sa key activity nila na okay, eliminate natin yung pagbebenta ng naka-assemble na. Eliminate natin yung assembly. Yun yung nag-create ng innovation sa IKEA, which made them really profitable. So as a business owner, ano yung mga key activities niyo and what can you eliminate? What can you change about your key activities that could also impact your costs and your operations and your profitability? So that's how you look into your key activities. What activities are crucial in the value creation of my business? Do we create significant value for customers because we perform and configure activities in disruptively innovative ways? So ano yung kakaiba sa activities ninyo? Ano yung kakaiba sa proseso ninyo na hindi ginagawa ng iba? That's how you can differentiate yourself. Yan. Feasibility, can we deliver it? And next, key partners. Of course, you cannot do it on your own. You cannot buy all the resources, lalo na pag nagsisimula ka pa lang. So, kailangan mo talaga ng suporta ng third parties and outside resources na mag-fit sa inyong plano for the business. So, dito papasok yung mga suppliers, government partners, influencers, external talents, organizations and affiliations, financial partners, resellers and marketers, and all the outsourced services. You have to have a wide network of partners because you can save a lot on costs versus buying resources, mag-outsource ka na lang. Versus hiring employees or creating a department to market your brand, you can initially outsource to a freelancer or to an agency. So you can work with third parties to complement with the weaknesses of your organization. Yeah. So key partners, thought-provoking questions. What resources, services, and activities do I need from potential third parties, and how rapidly and how easily can we grow our business model without substantial additional resources and activities? Example, building infrastructure and finding talent. Yan. So, kailangan pag-isipan, ano yung kailangan, ano ba yung pwede kong i-outsource? Ano yung wala pa akong ino-offer? Yung hindi ko pa ino-offer na pwede kong i-offer just by partnering with someone. You can expand your services by partnering with the key suppliers, with other suppliers. Yan. Feasibility, can we deliver it? Fifi can already deliver it pag nakita na niya yung kanyang key resources, naayos yung key activities, and nakipag-partner na siya. Yan. So, ang mahirap lang dito sa part na to, sa left side ng business model canvas, as an entrepreneur with ADHD, we find it hard to follow routines, and we also break and forget the own rules that we set. And we are always trying new and exciting things that makes the processes inconsistent. Yan. So nagkakaroon din ng analysis paralysis. Minsan may mga hindi nagagawa just because nag-overthink. And minsan we are impulsive and emotional pagka may nakita tayong investment, hindi napapag-isipan mabuti. And nagkakaroon ng impulsive decision on investment. So how do you create it? How do you make it into a positive perspective? Yan. Kailangan talaga natin magkaroon ng partners na magaling sa operating and organizing para meron silang other perspective. They can give us good advice sa mga decisions natin. We also need to set controls, and we need to document all our systems and commit to all these standard systems. We also need to set quality standards. So sa lahat ng key activities natin, meeting with clients, ano yung standards doon? What do you consider as quality standards sa pagmamanufacture ng products? Sa pagsaserve ng clients? Ano yung after sales na quality standards, etc. That should be documented. Nasa checklist yan. Naging criteria for judging na rin yan kung mapopromote yung ating mga employees or hindi. Yan. We also need to automate processes and delegate other tasks to partners and suppliers. And syempre, kailangan natin mag-set up ng mga habits and routines. Yan. So that is for the left side of the canvas. We've already tackled yung key partners, key activities, and key resources. So now, last but not the least, ito na yung part na very important sa atin. Is it really worth it? Kikita ba tayo? Yan, sabi ni Nina, yes na yes sa left side part. Lol. Need a partner with organized. Nga, ang galing. How you flip the negatives to positives. Thank you, Miss Nina. So now we will go to revenue streams and yung sa cost structure. Yan. So yung revenue streams, how your business will make money, cost structures, ito yung fixed, variable, and other costs that you have to pay. Yan. So sabi ni Mr. John Emmanuel sa Facebook, good encouragement to all PWD members about business lifestyle. I love this program seminar. Sabi ni Ms. Joanne, I relate ako. Madalas ako nag-i-interrupt ako ng convo. Si Ms. Nina, this talk is very educational and inspiring and clear. Thank you. Ms. Joey, I'm watching from Tanyag, Taguig. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all our viewers on Facebook and in Zoom. Yan, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sabi ni Ms. Yam, because I graduated in bachelor's degree of entrepreneurship marketing, business is not easy, so you need to plan. Business plan. Don't directly jump in to show up your business because you need to study it. Try to take the stairs step by step before doing the final decision. Yan, maraming salamat. We can truly also learn from the attendees here, no? So keep them coming. Bibisitahin pa natin itong mga comment section. I'm sure marami pang manonood right after this webinar, right after this live version. Babalikan nila pati yung mga comments. So kung meron kayong something insightful to share, mga comments po, kung yung ginagawa ninyo sa business ninyo, mga suggestions, pakisulat lang po. Kasi marami pong mga lessons. Tayo-tayo lang din po magtutulungan dito, fellow entrepreneurs, fellow ADHD people, fellow PWD. Okay, so punta na po tayo dito sa revenue streams at saka sa cost structure. Don't worry po, after this part, bago tayo pumunta sa 10 hacks, magpa 5-minute break po tayo, baka nasi-CR na po kayo. Okay, mabilis na lang po itong dalawa and then let's do a 5-minute break. Okay? Yan, may mga images pa palang sumusulpot. Okay, let's go now to cost structure. So problema ni Vico, hindi nga alam yung structure ng cost niya. Kaya hindi nga alam kung kumikita ba siya or hindi, or nalulugi na ba siya. So para sa kanya, yung oras, parang hindi niya natitake into account. So kahit na meron siyang extra work with all the revisions, changes in directions, delays in projects, hindi niya natitake into account yon sa kanyang mga billings. Kaya nalulugi siya. So sa cost structure bilang entrepreneur, kailangan alam mo what it costs to build, sell, and support your products and services. So paano mo to malalaman? Paano mo makikita yung cost structure mo? You simply need to look into your key activities, key partners, at saka key resources. Yan, key activities. Yan. So, kasi dito sa key activities, key resources, at saka key partners, ito yung sentro ng mga costs. So, nandito sa activities, ano ba yung ginagawa nyo sa araw-araw? Doon sa ginagawa nyo sa araw-araw, ano yung mga may gastos doon? Man hours, equipment rental, delivery fees, materials fees, utilities, ay nasabi ko na ba yung utilities? Yung mga fixed cost, electricity, food, etc. So kung alam niyo yung specifics ng activities, alam niyo kung ano yung mga key resources ninyo. Halimbawa, meron kayong machine na binabayaran, dapat accounted for yung paggamit ng machine na yon, merong value involved doon. So, kailangan may bayad yun. So, paano nyo i-cost out itong mga expense na ito? So, dapat factored in po yan sa inyong cost structure. So, what investments do I need to make to kickstart my business? Meaning, ano ba yung dapat ninyong gastusin? Kasi sa business po, kailangan talaga maglabas tayo ng pera, kailangan natin gumastos para kumita tayo. Pero kagaya ko po, ang puhunan ko po ay skill at at laway nung nagsisimula ako, ang gastos ko po ay oras at pagod. Pero yung iba naman po, kailangan talagang mag-invest sa equipment, mag-invest sa location. So yan po yung dapat ninyong i-take into consideration at pag-isipan. At dapat pag meron kayong cost, nang invest kayo, gumastos kayo, dapat may equivalent yan na revenue. Ano yung balik? At kailan yung balik sa akin? Kailan ako makakabawi? Yan. So yung cost structure nyo ba ay conventional lang or disruptive ba ito? Do we have strong margins from low costs and higher prices? Ayan. So, by the way, yan, sa cost structure, yan, it would answer if your business is viable. What is it worth? So, gusto ko lang kayong i-remind baka po meron kayong mga questions, may mga tanong po kayo about anything related to business, about running it with ADHD, just type it sa chat or type nyo lang po sa comment section. Okay? Yan. Nagkakaroon pa po tayo ng open forum mamaya. So, para sa organizer, since nag-start po tayo ng 1:30, okay lang po ba natapusin ko po in yan, mga in 10 minutes pa po. Yan. Okay. Okay daw. Revenue streams. How will your business make money? So, it's very, very important that you know how your business will make money. Yan, you have to figure out what value customers are truly willing to pay for. And syempre, you have to accept payments in ways your customers prefer. So kung digital payments na ngayon, dapat meron kayong mga available na different payment methods na yung gusto ng customers ninyo. Otherwise, you can lose them. Ready na silang bumili sa inyo, pero ay wala pala silang GCash. Ay wala pala silang credit card. Doon na lang ako sa kabila. So importante yon. Interested na sila bumili sa inyo, mawawala pa, di ba? So, kailangan you have to accept payment in ways that customers prefer. So, merong two categories ng revenue. Balik po ulit tayo dito sa Nespresso example. Yung one-time customer payments and yung recurring customer payments. So, syempre, maganda po na meron tayong recurring na customer payments. So, meron po ding mga iba't ibang klaseng revenue streams. Hindi lang po yan puro product sales. You can be creative with how you earn. So, ang pinaka-common po ay yung outright sale. So, yung sa outright sale, once you buy the product, once you buy the car, sa'yo na yung kotse, bahala ka na kung gusto mong ibenta yung kotse, iparenta, sirain, i-reassemble, because that's yours already, na nabili mo na yung mismong produkto. Next naman, you have the lease or rent. So, you are paying for the temporary stay. You are paying for the experience within a given time. Pero you do not own the property. So therefore, merong limit sa kung ano yung pwede mong gawin dito. Yan. Meron ding services or usage fees. You pay for the service. So this is how doctors get paid, lawyers get paid. Pati yung, for example, yung telco. Yan. So, if you use a certain amount of data, may particular amount to be paid. Meron ding subscriptions. Yan, especially for technology companies, meron silang mga monthly subscriptions. So dito po pasok yung Netflix, Spotify. Tayo mga may ADHD, magugulat na lang tayo. Dami na pala nating mga apps na sinusubscribe. Kaya i-check nyo po yung mga subscription ninyo. Baka meron kayong mga nabili na binabayaran pa tapos hindi nyo na nagagamit. So lagi nyo pong i-check yan, yung mga subscription po natin. Meron din pong revenue through licensing fees. Yan. So dito din papasok yung mga franchise. If you have a brand, they pay you for using the brand. May royalty fees or naalala niyo yung mga notebook ng 80s, yung may mga artista, o may bayad yon, may licensing fees, yung mga use of images of the celebrities. Yan, if you use the logos of Disney, MTV, SpongeBob, etc., you also pay licensing fees. Yan. May nakarelate dun sa multiple subscriptions. O, may ADHD dyan. I-check nyo na yung mga subscriptions and apps ninyo. I'm sure doon sa mga apps na dina-download ninyo, siguro 10% lang yung ginagamit nyo doon. Kaya i-check na natin yan lahat. Next, brokerage, matching fees. So for this, you earn commissions. So if you are a financial advisor, you earn through commissions. If you are a travel or tour operator, you earn through mga matching fees or commissions. So it depends. So may iba-ibang klase ng mga models to earn. So kung ikaw ay may existing business, tapos meron ka lang one revenue stream, you can think of many different revenue streams. Ano pa ba yung mga pwede kong i-expand pa? Ano ba yung pwede ko pang gawin para mas dumami pa yung ways that I can earn? Yan. What ways can my business make money? How can I use strong revenue streams and pricing mechanisms to monetize value creation for customers? Yan. So, importante para alam mo na worth it, kumikita ka, nag-grow, nagsusurvive yung business, you have to look into your revenue streams. Dapat kumikita ng sapat. So, negative self-image, I'm not good with numbers, mahina ako sa math. My personal and business finances are messed up. Gulong-gulo na ako sa buhay ko. I don't understand the profit formula. Pero that is very, very basic. As a business owner, madali lang po yan. Revenue minus expenses equals profit. Yung expenses, merong cost of goods, meron ding mga fixed expenses. So you have to study that. And miss payment and tax deadlines. Naku po, gawain ko po yan dati. Hindi po ako talaga compliant sa mga deadlines, pati mga credit cards. So kailangan po talaga meron akong tulong sa pag-monitor nun. I don't understand my accountant. When I was starting, talagang when they show me yung mga kailangan pirmahan, okay na yan, okay na po yan. Kunyari, iniintindihan ko pero hindi pala. Tapos, later on ko na lang nalaman na, oh my God, ang dami palang mga kailangan kong tutukan, ang dami kong mga kailangan palitan, ang dami palang mga leakage, ang dami palang mga dapat ayusin sa sistema at nakakatipid pa ako. So, paano mo i-shift into a positive perspective to mga ganitong klaseng negative self-image about numbers? You have to shift your mindset on finance. As an entrepreneur, you have to love numbers, you have to love finance, kahit pa 3 or 5 yung math natin nung college. Kailangan i-link natin yung finances and profitability dun sa business growth and purpose. So ano ba yung why natin? Ano ba yung mission natin? And paano mo ma-accomplish yung why mo, yung mission ng business mo if you don't have profit or funds to begin with? Kung wala kang pang sweldo sa team, di ba? Finances, funds, cash, ito yung dugo ng kumpanya or gasolina ng kumpanya. So pag naubusan ka nito, mawawala lahat. Pwedeng mamatay yung negosyo. Kaya kailangan talagang mahalin ang finances, mag-aral ng finances, kailangan mag-hyper-focus sa pag-understand ng basic finance principles. Believe me, madali lang po siya. Madali lang po siyang aralin. Merong, pagdami po, kahit nga sa TikTok, marami pwedeng matutunan ng basic finance. You have to partner with a good finance person and accountant, someone you can really trust. Pero syempre, we have to understand, as a business owner, ano ba yung dapat kong tingnan dito sa financial reports? There could be a separate talk on that. Kahapon, merong report on finance, ang NCDA. Basta what's important, top line, we need to know these things. And we can explore numerous finance tools. Ang dami na pong tools ngayon that would make life really easier for us. Meron pong website, percentage calculator. Every time I'm computing for percentages, doon ako pumupunta. Percentagecalculator.com ba? Basta i-google nyo lang. And syempre, we use an accounting software. We use QuickBooks. Sa taxes, meron na rin mga software such as Taxuno. Yan. So, everything in the building blocks. So, nakita nyo naman kung saan doon yung lugar ni Daisy on desirability. That's the right side of it. Yun yung value creation. So, si Daisy, pag sinunod niya yun, siya ay magiging desirable Daisy. For feasibility naman, sa left side, yung blue side, it's about feasibility. Can we deliver it? So, Fifi is now feasible Fifi. For viability, nandun yun sa bottom part, what is it worth? You have to know your cost structure and your revenue streams for your business to be viable. So, itong tatlo, yung criteria na pag na-master ninyo, it could lead to business growth. Well, higher possibility to lead to business growth. Mas sigurado po ako dyan na pataas ang negosyo ninyo kung kumpleto ang mga building blocks na ito. Ayan po yun. You can read more about the business model canvas. This framework is from Alex Osterwalder. Marami pong resources niyan online. Meron din pong bagong business model from Mr. Josiah Go of Mansmith. So pwede nyo rin pong i-research yun. Yan. So desirability, feasibility, and viability. What is it worth? Yan. So the business model defines how you will deliver your products to your customers. It also gives you a competitive advantage in launching your business. It assists you in documenting your startup journey, allows you to communicate easily with your team, investors, partners, and employees to get them on board with your goal. Lets you visualize the product market fit. Kailangan swak, kailangan match, rather than just the product itself. Kasi maraming nagde-negosyo, meron lang produkto, bebenta yung produkto, tapos it's not just about having a product and selling the product. Marami pa pong components ang negosyo. And it's all in this business model. Challenges you to see the big picture of your business. So kailangan po lagi tayo nag-zoom out sa big picture and then assists you with the processes necessary to bring your idea to market. Yan. So, it also lowers your chances of failure. So, nung nagsimula po kami, wala naman po kami business model canvas and we started na parang nag-gamble lang talaga kami sa negosyo. Kung may darating na client, edi good. Kung wala, sorry. But we should not run our business through luck alone. You have to have a plan. You have to know the fundamentals. You have to be desirable, feasible, and viable para ma-ensure yung business growth ninyo. Yan. So in the interest of time, I know I promised a 5-minute break, but since it's already 3:30 at meron pa po tayong forum for 30 minutes for Q&A, papasadahan ko na po ito, yung ating Entrep Hacks. Maikli lamang po ito. 10 quick tips na pinapractice ko palagi and it has helped me thrive in our organization and the other organizations that I also belong to. Yan. So, una sa lahat, yan. Find your ikigai. Find your ikigai. Ito yung central spot. Yan. What you are good at. What is it that you are good at? What do you love doing? What does the world need? And what you can be paid for. So, yung pinakagitnang intersection nun, yun yung ikigai. What you are good at, what you love doing, na syempre what the world needs, and what you can pay for. You can be paid for. It's not enough na what you are good at and what you love doing, passion lang po yun. Kailangan may component na meron kayong mission kasi kailangan ng mundo yung ginagawa ninyo. So, kailangan nyo din ng vocation and profession. Siyempre, kailangan maging sustainable para sa atin, para sa sarili nating growth, para may livelihood pa, para sa pamilya natin. So, first and foremost, begin with the end in mind and find your ikigai. Yan. Next, set up systems and habits. So, nung una, I'm so torn about loving and hating systems and habits. Kasi as a person with ADHD, nahihirapan po talaga ako mag-comply sa systems and habits and I always change up my habits. Meron halimbawa flavor of the month, meron akong habit for the month, maiiba na naman next month. Pero if you have a business, kailangan meron talaga kayong solid systems and habits and merong person na assigned sa pag-monitor nun at sa pag-check if it is being followed. Well, syempre, pumasok na naman yung imposter syndrome ko as a leader. Inisip ko, I feel like a fraud. I'm not a good leader because I set up rules but I don't even follow it. Mahirap po talaga. Challenge po talaga. Pero, kakayanin and kaya naman po with the help and support of other people. And if makikreate kayo ng environment na mapapadali for you yung pag-follow through sa mga systems and habits ninyo. So ito po ay natutunan ko kay James Clear ng Atomic Habits na libro. If you haven't read Atomic Habits, it's such an easy read and it will change your life. Mabilis lang po siyang basahin. Kahit meron kayong attention problem, napakadali pong basahin ng libro. So ito po yung takeaway ko dun sa Atomic Habits. To keep a habit, you should make it obvious. Paano nyo i-make obvious? Kailangan nakalista, kailangan nakikita mo. Kailangan lagi kang may reminder dun sa habit na yon. Next, you have to make it attractive. How do you make it attractive? You bundle it with an existing habit na masaya kang gawin. For example, push-ups. You need to have daily push-ups. Pwede mo siyang i-bundle sa after brushing my teeth, I will have 5 push-ups. Or pwede rin after I go to the bathroom, I will have 5 push-ups. Ganon. So, how can you bundle it with an existing habit? So, nakakabit siya doon. Next is make it easy. So, for example, you are going to exercise the next day sa morning. How can you make it easy for you to exercise? It's setting up your environment. So, kailangan if you can sleep with your workout clothes, sleep with your workout clothes para pagising nyo, hindi na kayo tatama rin na magbihis, maghanap ng damit, nakabihis na kayo. Or nandun na yung sapatos, tapos pupunta na lang kayo sa gym. So, paano nyo pwedeng makat yung steps para maging easy for you to do it? Next, make it satisfying. So, kailangan nyo ng reward system. So, pwede kayong magkaroon ng chart. Ako, meron akong monitoring. Chine-check ko kung nagkaroon na ako ng complete streak dun sa habit. Tapos, you tap into your competitiveness. And then, after you complete a streak, you treat yourself. Meron kang movie night or meron kang kakain ka ng masarap pag nakompleto mo yung isang buwan. So, how will you reward yourself? Next, gamify boring tasks. So, halimbawa ako, pag naghuhugas ng pinggan, kailangan makinig ako ng podcast. Kahit nga sa paliligo, nabobore ako maligo, so kailangan meron akong music, kakanta ako ng malakas, meron akong podcast. You can also compartmentalize tasks. 25 minutes, break. 25 minutes, break. When I did this deck, ganun yung ginawa ko. Dapat 25 minutes, tapos ko na yung slides 1 to 10. Tapos nakikipag-contest ako dun sa aking timer. Para di ba? Para merong kang gamifying elements, you always have to challenge yourself. Or meron kang accountability body. Sabi tayong gagawa nito but at this time, dapat tapos na tayo pareho or else. So, how do you gamify it? How do you compartmentalize it? Next, how do you buy more time? Sabi nga nila, time is relative. But you can create more time if you eliminate, delegate, and automate. So, eliminating is limiting the choices to lessen yung decision making. Kasi there are hundreds or thousands of decisions you have to make every day. So, para mabawasan yung mental load, bawasan mo yung decision making mo. For example, bakit si Steve Jobs or si Mark Zuckerberg wears the same thing? Pare-pareho yung damit nila. So, it's the process of elimination. Para they don't have to think of what to wear, meron na silang usual na damit na sinusuot. So, pwede rin ganun. So, ilimit nyo yung choices ninyo. Next, delegate. Delegate your weaknesses. Gaya nung kanina, find your partner, find your operator, and your organizer. Delegate. Don't do everything. And focus on what you are good at. Yan. So for example, hindi ka talaga, kasi kaya tayo nahihirapan, growing up, yung mga alam natin ng mga weaknesses natin, talagang tinatry natin. We try very, very, very hard to correct them. We don't have to do that. We just have to acknowledge and become self-aware and have tools to help us. And it's also good to delegate and ask for help. Next, create processes and templates. Kailangan marami na tayong mga proseso na pwedeng maging automatic yung ating mga tasks. So kung meron tayong mga different templates, for example, customer service, sasagot ka sa Facebook, imbis na bawat sagot mo, iba-iba, custom. Gawa ka na ng FAQ. Pag may nagtanong ng HM po, may sagot na doon na script na according to the tone of your brand. Pag may nagtanong, ano pang kulay yung available, meron ka ng script. Ano po yung benefits nito, meron ka ng script. Sa amin, meron kaming template na mga email responses, presentation decks, template for everything to make things easy. Tapos customize yun na lang. So it will save you time and buy you more time. Yan. Document everything. So in the business world, it's very important. Pag meron kayong pinag-agrihan sa telepono, diba, nagbigay ng comments over the phone, dapat laging may documentation via Viber, via, mas maganda via email, laging as discussed, we agreed to, blah, 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 blah. As agreed, blah, 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 blah. Maraming mga nag-aaway sa business na he says, she says, they said, kasi walang documentation. Pero it will really, really make your lives easy if you document everything and you can just refer to documentation. Lalo na tayo, mahirap yung memory natin. We have short-term memory. So we always refer to what is documented. So kung may pruweba, may documentation, that's the truth. Hindi pwede mag-rely lang sa, akala ko, ganito. Ito naaalala ko, napag-usapan natin na ganito. Meron ka bang documentation? Meron ka bang recording nun to prove na yun nga yung agreement? Yan. So, agreement, very important yan. Dapat lagi may contract. Everything is put into writing. Even yung mga partnerships, yung mga lahat ng i-hire ninyo, lahat should be documented, should be merong agreement. Also, pag meron kayong mga task, i-calendar ninyo. If it's not scheduled, it can't be done. Si Elon Musk, 5 minutes daw yung ano niya. Grabe naman yun. Bawat 5 minutes may tasks. Ako naman, naka per hour. So yung ginagawa ko, at the start of the day, meron akong 3 big rocks. Ito yung 3 pinaka-priority ko na yun yung dapat kong i-prioritize na matapos for the day. Nakalista lahat ng mga tasks ko. Tapos on the right, merong nakalagay na oras. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tapos yung mga task ko na nasa kaliwa, dinidistribute ko doon sa kanan. Kasi hindi pwede na napakarami mong to-do list, tapos hindi mo naman pala ma-estimate yung time that you are going to execute what you need to do. So mas maganda yung to-do list mo ipasok mo sa kalendaryo. Kailangan i-schedule mo kung kailan mo siya gagawin. And you have to comply, tapos mag-pomodoro ka, mag-gamify ka, make it interesting para ma-accomplish mo yung mga kailangan ma-accomplish. Yan. Next, zoom in, zoom out. Uso to sa TikTok, zoom in, zoom out. So, natutunan ko to kay the late Tommy Lopez, na professor ko sa Masters in Entrepreneurship. As an entrepreneur, you have to have a trampoline in the forest na pwede ka mag-jump up and down. Kasi as an entrepreneur, you have to be able to zoom in dun sa details. Nandun ka sa loob ng forest, nakikita mo what's 10 feet in front of you. Merong mga patibong dyan, may mga hayop, may mga whatever kang mga firefighting na or problem solving in front of you. Alam mo yung detalye, alam mo yung ganap. Pero sometimes you will be lost sa details. You will be lost sa forest. Lalong-lalo na pag immersed ka dun sa small tasks. So as an entrepreneur, you should be able to zoom out. So jump ka sa trampoline, punta ka sa taas. Tingnan mo, are we still on the right path? Are we still going to the right direction? Meron na bang nasa-stuck sa kumunoy? Meron na bang mga nakain ng mga wild animals? So kailangan makita mo yung buong mapa, makita mo yung destination, makita mo yung vision, aligned pa ba tayo? Should we change course? Should we change a strategy? So zoom in ka ulit, and then you zoom out again, you iterate, you review, and then, ayun, mas mamamanage mo ng mabuti yung negosyo kung you can zoom in and zoom out. Next, very important, you have to have an entrepreneurial mindset. Being an entrepreneur, you have to revisit your vision daily. And if you have to reiterate your vision sa team mo para maintindihan nila at ma-inculcate sa kanila, walang excessive na reminder dun sa vision ng organization. So, kailangan talaga i-revisit mo ito at yun yung pag-zoom out. Titingnan mo, nasaan na ba tayo? Tama pa ba itong pinupuntahan natin, dinadaanan natin? You also have to know why your business exists. Is it really relevant? Does it create value for others? Or is it just merely existing ng floating lang siya? What should I do para mas maging relevant siya? You should approach problems in all sides, hindi lang single-minded perspective. So you have to listen to other people, especially those people who think differently sa atin. So kailangan talaga very inclusive and diverse yung makeup ng team. And welcome conflict. Conflict is very good. Kasi di ba diamonds are made through friction. So importante po yun. Looking at problems in all sides, different perspectives. And yun din ang strength natin as people with ADHD. We're able to look at things in different lenses. Always improve your skills. So hanggang ngayon po, at 42, I am still learning a lot. Lalo na nagti-TikTok po ako. So inaaral ko yung TikTok ngayon. Yung mga bago technologies, never stop learning. Always provide value para you can always stay relevant. And you have to learn to build your adversity quotient. Kasi that is what's unique. The traits sa entrepreneurs, they have very, very strong, very, very high adversity quotient. Meaning, if they fail, they have the strength to get up and start again. Tapos mas magiging stronger person sila. And I believe yung ADHD people naturally ganyan. Naturally may high adversity quotient tayo. So we have that advantage, we have that superpower. And next, very, very important, you have to build a good culture. You have to put your people first. You have to inculcate yung values mo. As a person, ito yung paniniwala mo as a person, as an entrepreneur, then you share it with the team. And you have to have a common vision and common beliefs dun sa values na yun. And you have to take good care of your people. Sabi nga ni Simon Sinek, customers will never love a company until the employees love it first. So kailangan mahal ng lahat ng empleyado ang company, first and foremost. Work with dream makers. So you have to have someone who believes in you. You have to have someone who believes that you can do the impossible. You have to have someone who is there with you, supports you, and encourages you. Kasi minsan tayo mismo yung nagdi-discourage sa sarili natin. Tayo mismo yung nagte-think negatively about ourselves. So, importante to have that mentor, someone by your side na naniniwala sa'yo and who can encourage you. Maganda nga, lahat ng mga positives, mga good feedback, you have to have a journal of that. Kasi talagang dumadating at dumadating yung moment na may isip mo yung mga failures, yung mga shortcomings mo, yung mga negative na traits mo, na sometimes you're a burden, sometimes you're very difficult. But there are two sides. There are two sides to every personality. And pag natrap tayo dun sa negative na yun, mahirap. We will be stuck. So kailangan talaga, in order to be positive, we also have to surround ourselves with positive people, especially with loved ones na naniniwala sa atin. So yun talaga yung pinakamaganda din na to live a happy life, sabi nga ni Mr. Hallowell, the father of ADHD. You have to marry someone na naniniwala sa'yo and can support you and who understands you. That's very, very important. That's a secret to a happy life. So work with the dream maker. Kung wala ka pa significant other na pwede mo dream maker, na supporter mo, maraming pwedeng mentors who can encourage you. Yan, who can inspire you. Yan yung kailangan natin bilang ADHD entrepreneur. And syempre, we have to seek support. So ito, ipa-plug ko na. Ang ADHD Society of the Philippines. We have our support groups. Parent support group every first Saturday of the month. We have the adult support group para sa mga adults with ADHD every second Saturday of the month. And teen support group ng last Saturday of the month. Meron pa nga nagre-request mga spouses support group kasi mataas daw yung separation rate ng mga relationships with ADHD. So kailangan ng support din for that. Wala na magiging Saturday si Miss Candice yung aming membership pag nagkataon. Ayan, so I highly encourage you to seek support. Kasi you will learn from the experiences of others and you are not alone. It's really hard, it's really a struggle, but with proper help, proper support, proper management, we can really succeed. So kailangan lang meron tayong support group. And of course, you will learn more about this through our upcoming 2022 ADHD National Conference on October 22 to 23. The theme is all about adult ADHD. So the theme is about metamorphosis. So parang yung transformation of a butterfly. It's a metaphor of the transformative journey of adults with ADHD. Marami po kayong matututunan doon. We have a lot of expert speakers, medical practitioners, psychiatrists. You will really learn a lot. So bisita lang po kayo sa aming Facebook page. We will have announcements sa ating mga speakers in the coming weeks. Yan po. So aasahan po namin kayo dito. All right, so that is the end of my presentation. So I would like to know, mamaya po after this webinar, we will pick 3 answers. What is your biggest takeaway or learning from this webinar? So from Vital Strats, pa-18th birthday, mamimigay ng 3 grab food. Yan, pwedeng pa-dinner yan. So we'll pick out the name na lang and we will message you kung sino yung nanalo. Right? So with that, maraming salamat on behalf of the ADHD Society of the Philippines. Kung gusto niyo pong magpa-member, nandito po yung details. Murang-mura lang po, kapalit ng napakaraming benefits. So you just go to our Facebook page and ito po yung aming mga contact information if you would like to know more about us. So with that, maraming salamat po, fellow ADHD entrepreneurs, NCDA. It's such an honor to be speaking about this topic. And I will now welcome questions from the attendees. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much po, Ms. Amrei. We received a lot of positive comments sa Facebook na ang inyong mga ibinigay at itinuro na knowledge ngayon is very realistic and practical. Something na nakaka-relate talaga sila lahat. Nababasa ko din yung comments na they're also giving their own experiences dahil nakaka-relate sila doon sa mga shinare nyo na mga lessons para sa kanila. And we're really happy to have you today because in time of pandemic, no, tamang-tama talaga yung pin-provide nyo na recommendations and suggestions kung ano yung mga pwede nilang gawin. At actually, isa lang yung question na nabasa ko sa chat box earlier at nagtatanong siya kung may marirecommend daw po kayo na specialist dahil siya ay clinically diagnosed din. At I think nasagot na yan with the metamorphosis na magaganap on October. That's perfect since you mentioned na magkakaroon po dyan ng psychologists and psychiatrists na magto-talk. So, maganda yan. Talagang umattend tayo dyan.
Yes.
Sana magkaroon kami, kung may Facebook Live kayo, baka pwede namin i-cross-post yan sa aming NCDA Facebook page para masubaybayan din ng mga ang followers natin na gusto ring makinig. Ayan. So, meron po bang mga gustong magtanong live kay Ms. Amrei habang kasama natin siya ngayon?
Yan, nababasa ko po
They
yung
are so overwhelmed eh. Parang lahat ng sinasabi ni Ms. Amrei ay nakaka-relate sila. And it's very simple how you explained it. Really in layman's term, no? Walang highfalutin words na ginamit.
Yan din po yung advantage.
Ayan, puro thank you so much. Ayun, may nagtanong, do you offer OJT programs daw po ba, Ms. Amrei, for ADHD students?
Yes, actually, meron po kaming internship program sa... I will answer on behalf of the ADHD Society of the Philippines. Actually, kailangan po namin ng volunteers because we need a PR committee. We also need committees to help out para dito sa national conference. So just contact the ADHD Society of the Philippines, visit our page so we accept internships. Kung kayo naman po ay nasa creative field, you're looking for internship naman sa graphic design, business development, marketing, we may also open again our internship program sa Vital Strats Creative Solutions in my company. So check out our page talaga din po, Vital Strats on Facebook and vitalstrats.ph sa website, for our website. Ayun, meron po bang mga tanong about mukhang ang dami ko na pong nakwento at
Ayan,
nasabi ko
thank
nila, wala
you.
na silang tanong.
I'll be sharing din po yung inyong website. Ayan. Ma'am Amrei, do you also hire persons with disabilities or focus lang kayo doon sa may ADHD?
Right now, wala po kaming any policy na nakasulat na we are hiring people particularly with disabilities. But hindi po kami sarado doon. In fact, meron na po kaming mga na-hire. Meron po kaming mga ongoing ngayon. Tsaka meron na po din kaming na-hire before na nasa autism spectrum din. And we are also planning to collaborate din with the PWD community and also with the Society for the Deaf. Yun din po yung gusto namin din na explore na mga options kasi we are really advocating for inclusivity. Una po talaga nagmamarket din kami as a company na inclusive to LGBT. Kasi sa mga hindi pa nakakaalam, yung advocacy ko po before ay LGBT inclusion because I'm also part of the community. I'm an out and proud lesbian. Pero now that I'm also immersed na in the PWD world and in the ADHD world, of course, very open po kami dyan. So, standby lang po kayo and tingnan nyo na lang din po yung aming mga announcements. And hanggang ngayon, nag-accept naman din po kami. So, just send in your applications.
Ayan, thank you po. We have another question from CJ. Saan po ang marirecommend nyo for consultation? I'm planning to get myself checked because I'm having all the symptoms of ADHD. My location po is in Ormoc City, Leyte.
Oh, I think I will have to defer to yung aming secretariat. I'm not sure if I'm in the position ngayon to refer anyone on screen. So I'll have to refer to our secretariat. We may have a list. So paki-message na lang po kami sa Facebook and we will answer from there po. Maraming salamat po for attending the webinar from Ormoc po pala kayo. Salamat po.
Thank you so much, Miss Amrei. Babalikan ko lang po yung nabanggit kanina sa internship and sa hiring. Kasi meron tayo ditong isang attendee sa ating face-to-face activity, Miss Christy. Meron siyang anak na deaf na magaling daw sa multimedia arts. So ayan, Ma'am Christy, pwede mo nang ipa-apply ang inyong anak na graduate sa multimedia. Right, Ma'am Christy. Ayan, nandiyan si Ma'am Christy kasama natin. Okay, so do we have any other questions po for Miss Amrei?
Dadagdag ko lang po, no? Hindi po talaga kami tumitingin or wala po kaming nagiging restriction on disability. We look at the skills, we look at the qualifications, and if the person is qualified regardless if merong disability or not. So we are inclusive that way po.
Equal opportunity for everyone. That's really nice. Thank you, Miss Amrei. Dito sa ating mga kasama, baka may questions kayo. Ayan. Kumakain pa sila ng hamburger dito, Mami. In-announce. So, wala naman pong questions. Ayan, dahil very clear ang pagkaka-explain ni Miss Amrei. So before we move forward po to our next speaker, we would like to request everyone na kasama namin sa Zoom to open your cameras. Ayan, paano yung mga physical natin?
Okay na po?
Ayan, wait lang po siniset up lang namin yung dito sa aming face-to-face para makasama sila sa screenshot natin.
Ma'am Gian, hihingi po kami ng copy ng mga comments dito sa Zoom. Pagkatapos ko pong mag-log out later para makita namin yung yung mga comments. Yan, pero nag-screenshot na rin ako ngayon.
O yan, kaway-kaway. Okay. Sige. Kuya Andrew, Mag-unmute ka kuya, ikaw magbilang ha.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Okay na po. Thank you.
Kuya Andrew, isa pa, di ako nakasmile eh.
Okay.
Isa pa. Okay, ako na magka-count Kuya Andrew, di ka namin naririnig dito. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Yes, ma'am. Okay na po.
Okay, Kuya.
Hindi na ba yun?
Okay, ayan, ready na yung next speaker natin. Naka-post na rin siya. So muli po, Ms. Amrei, maraming salamat po from the National Council on Disability Affairs at sa ADHD Society of the Philippines, Ma'am Joy Esteban, and to the rest of the group, nagpapasalamat po kami sa inyong lahat. So ayan po yung ating live participants right now. Okay, thank you. Ma'am Amrei and Ms. Jo will just get in touch with you po with the certificate for the speakers and for the tokens from the National Council on Disability Affairs. So once again, thank you po.
Maraming
Sa
salamat
mga participants natin, we have another speaker po ha. Wait, yes, Ms. Amrei.
po. Maraming salamat po. Hingi lang po ako ng copy nung nasa comments sa Zoom so we can check for the raffle. For the...
Yes, please. Apo. Para ma-replyan nyo din kasi marami din silang mga concerns. Thank you so much po.
Maraming salamat.
Ayan, so for our participants, please stay po on our Zoom online at yung mga nanonood sa atin sa Facebook page. Dahil ang next topic po natin, tuloy-tuloy na natin, no, it's 4 in the afternoon.